In response to the Capitol attack that took place on January 6th and the demand for racial justice, we need Congress to pass the For the People Act. In our first 3 videos in this series on the For the People Act, we discussed voting rights, money in politics, and redistricting reform. In this video, we will be discussing the importance of election security. The 2016 election put a spotlight on election security after foreign adversaries and cyber criminals successfully breached voter registration and election systems. In the most recent election in 2020, election security was more important than ever. 2020 didn't just face an invisible force, but foreign adversaries who continued to demonstrate an interest in hacking U.S. government networks. In December 2020, hackers were able to get into a software update from SolarWinds, a company based in Austin, Texas. Many federal agencies and thousands of companies worldwide use SolarWinds Orion software to monitor their computer networks. The For the People Act has a plan to protect our elections, starting with replacing paperless voting systems. The For the People Act mandates the replacement of all paperless electronic voting machines with machines that require an individual paper record of each vote. The top security agencies in the country all agree that replacing the paperless voting system is a top priority. The National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine reported, "Paper ballots form a body of evidence that is not subject to manipulation by faulty software or hardware, and can be used to audit and verify the results of an election." The For the People Act also promotes robust audits of election results. The Act provides funds for states to implement audits of election results using statistical models to ensure that a sufficient number of paper ballots are checked to corroborate the electronic vote tallies. These are known as risk-limiting audits. Although paper records will not prevent technological errors, risk-limiting audits use these paper records to detect and correct any election outcomes impacted by such abnormalities. Finally, the For the People Act provides for greater federal oversight of the private vendors who design and maintain the election systems. The election systems store personal information, tabulate the votes, and communicate important election information to the public. Any vendors who receive grants under the Act would be required to certify that the technology they sell to local election jurisdictions is developed and maintained following cybersecurity guidelines, verify that their information technology is also maintained following those guidelines. Finally, vendors would be required to promptly report any suspected cybersecurity incident directed against the goods and services they provide under these grants. The For the People Act will create safe elections that ensure every citizen and their vote is protected from manipulation. To learn more about the key measures in the For the People Act, click the links to our other videos below.